Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm AxionEvolved, and today I think is going to be a special day. We are, as we overlook all of our Tier 2 crafting, I think today we're going to build ourselves a little keep. So let's go run to the surface real quick. Here is kind of, well, what's left of the model for the towers that are going to go here. We're not going to quite hop into that this episode, but what we are going to do, if I look over here, you might notice that things look a little different. So the first thing we're going to do today is I want to get our inner defensive keep kind of built. Structurally, I want it built. I think that's going to be the goal today. Longer term goals, we need to move all these Falcors into places around the keep. We need to get a missile turret setup going. But for now, I think I'm just going to, cut this straight to the time lapse of me building this. And then, well, I'll meet you guys on the other side. it occurred to me as I'm building these towers, some of you might want to know how I'm doing this. So I'm going to kind of go through a little quick tutorial on how I build one of these towers. You see I got a couple done in the background. So essentially all this is, right, this is a 3x3 square in the middle that comes out a little bit farther, right? So the walls come all the way out here. This, if you were to search something related to voxel circles or any kind of cube or pixel circle designs, right? This would essentially be like a 7 diameter circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So this is a 7 diameter circle. For these, we have, this is the 7. So I have a 7, a 9, and an 11 diameter circles. And the way I build those, right? So essentially I place a block down and that kind of acts as an anchor point. From here, I build out the next layer of the circle, and in the case of the 9, it's got a side of 5, right? So we just build that out, come around on all the corners, build out where we need to. We're gonna get this corner too, and this is why, you know, having the block there gives you something to kind of anchor off of, so just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so now that we got the edges in place for a 9 circle, you see we have a gap right here that we need to fill in, right? So all I do is you kind of come out, over, back, boom. And if we look down here at the bottom, you see it fills up all the gaps where any white space would be or any openings, right? And then from there we can just kind of get rid of the spacer blocks because they're really just there for the initial placement, right? So boom, easy. All right, so just like that, now we got the 9 layer, and then we're gonna basically repeat the same process for the 11 circle. So I'm gonna come out here. These sides are also 5 in length. So we'll just do that. Again with the sides. Might be able to hit that from here. We'll just hop up here real quick. Oop, out of there. Get that one. That one's fine over there. Then we'll just finish off this one right here. And then again, all you can see, all we're trying to do is fill in these white gaps. So for the 11 circle, all you literally do is just kind of follow it down and around because you're interested in these 2 blocks. You then get rid of that, and that clears up the inside space, but you can see it's all filled up out there. And that's all there is to building these turrets. If you want to build something similar, you know, hopefully this is a little helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Okay, so now that I got that built, I'm gonna finish off the rest of these and we'll see you on the other side. like that, we have a keep. We got all the towers in place. And now these are built a specific height for a specific, well, not really height. They're built a specific width for a certain reason, right? I want to be able, so each one of these is going to have a missile turret, right? Or a battery of missile turrets, I should say. So I have some induction chargers, right? And I think I want, now these are 5x5, right? And this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could, can these fit right here? Oh, nice. So I can just squeeze this in. You know what I mean? So like, boom, we can have a induction charger right here. And then I have a couple ways that I could potentially power this, right? So I can do something like, you know, batteries, whatever, and then throw down, do I have any, I could throw some of these down, right? So if I did something like that, right, these are going to get, what, 45, I think? So what, 90, 180, so that's 270 right there. I don't think that the missile turrets themselves take a whole lot of power. I don't exactly know how much they take. But this might be a viable option for getting power into the induction charger, unless the induction charger doesn't take power from the side. But it must, because I think I'm powering up our smelters on the side. Let me throw something down that takes power. Okay, how about, yeah, let's throw that down. So maybe these don't take it from the side. You know, we can figure that out. I'm not too concerned with that. That's, I mean, this is just to kind of illustrate. So we'll have a battery of missiles, turrets up here, and, you know, maybe like, I don't know, 5 or something, right? Because this, so like these two are going to be primarily going in that direction. Those two in that direction, yada, yada, yada. Spider Bro's having a real issue with the keep, but that's fine. But these missile turrets have such a huge range. I think it's a 64 range minimum. 64 all the way up to 512, that not only do we need to make sure that our beacons are set up in such a way that they go out far enough to get all the stuff we might need, but also we need to make sure, like, these missiles are going to be able to kind of cover each other, like all the other turrets. So let me run down to the smelter array real quick and see kind of how we have that powered. Okay, so it might just be the fact that I have generators going directly into the induction chargers instead of batteries. So we'll kind of figure that out. But one thing you might also notice as we're getting attacked, right? We used to have some defensive towers here in the corners that are no longer here. So I need to figure out how to kind of remake that setup, because I still want to have like a battery of lasers down here in the middle, like right here, right? So we need to find a center point. 4, 5, boom. Okay, so you're the middle block. So if that's the middle, we'll do something like this. Actually, you know what? I don't actually need the middle. Okay, so similar to how we have this working over here, this is much more robust, right? This has way more turrets, and this is still mainly for kind of like point defense, right? Between this and the corners, that's where all the real big Mark III turrets are going. These are also going to have Mark III turrets, but we need a way to power them. And the way I think I'm going to do that, I think what I'm going to have to do is get down under here and just plop generators down, right? Now, the downside of doing what I'm doing is that each turret's only going to have a single generator on it unless I somehow connect all the batteries, which I can do. It's not a huge issue, but what it is that it's just like a ton of batteries, right? So if we do this, which let's just give it a shot, let's kind of see how things run, right? So I'm gonna need hoppers, all kinds of hoppers. One there and one there, right? So if I come out here, So now I need some belts. We're going to do belts. Where are you? Okay. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the center one. So if we say that this is where everything is going to originate from, then we can do something like that, right? We can have everything go up into the middle and then pop out on the sides. All right, so that one's fine. Where do we leave off? This way. So yeah, this is just to distribute all of the coal between all of the generators, right? So if we look down here, there's not a lot of headroom, but everything, it should be coming up. Let's see, which one has 2 coming off of it? It's this one, all right. So if we just kind of dig a hole, well, what are you? Okay, well, we'll leave that there. Something like this, something like that. Dig a hole to get down and see what we got here. Oh wow, that's actually kind of perfect. So look at how great that is. God, that's amazing. Okay, so you there, and I'll just kind of plop that down and just have it literally just go up like that. So now if we go back up to the top, okay, it sounds like I got some generators spooling up and I see some power. Okay, so let me throw down just like the first wave of turrets. Do I have any on my hotbar? I don't. I'm not going to throw down too many turrets because I still, right, so this isn't a large amount of power generation. So these are kind of, I'm hoping these would be like last resort belts, you know. These would, or not belts, defenses, because this would be like the very end. When they get to here, if they're not dead by the time they get to here, we're probably going to lose anyway, right? So between that mass of turrets there and this mass of turrets here, that should be enough, hopefully, and the missile turrets to take out whatever's coming in. So I'm going to repeat this design in all 4 diagonals, and then I'll meet you guys back here. Alright, so now that everything's done, we can kind of see how it performs in action. It looks like, I mean, they're firing, but it's not quite draining the batteries that bad. You know, another option I have, right? We have this whole back end of batteries. I could even, you know, throw those organic solar panels down just to kind of supplement the line. That way, you know, it just gets more power back into the system faster, you know. So it looks like this is holding on for now, and we even have some bosses coming. So what do we have? We're at what's that, 9, 18. This is like another 10 or whatever. So we got about 30 Mark III lasers, at least on this corner. This one has a little bit more, but it's got a lot more Mark IIs to kind of handle the little bugs, you know. But I'll probably actually swap these out for Mark IIIs. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't see it being that big of a deal. This is a little bit more robust because of where it is. And this is really like the whole laser portion. Like the outer line is all lasers. The inner line is supposed to be missiles and stuff. So I think I'm going to call this one an episode. We did quite a bit. You know, we built the whole keep. We got the perimeter laser array set up, and yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty well. I mean, we're taking out bosses at this point, so that's where it looks like our Falcors are picking up stuff. So next episode, though, I want to get these beacons set up in a much better situation, and I want to move our Falcors from over here to around, kind of around the perimeter of the base. You know, maybe have a Falcor station here, have a Falcor station here, along with, I'll probably do kind of in this vein, right? If I kind of just follow this diagonal out like a while, kind of like the range of the missiles. Well, the Falcors can't go 512, but they go 256, so I can put the beacons out pretty far, you know, like this one out here is getting stuff, maybe out to here-ish. I don't see too much stuff out there because we're not really killing stuff out that far. So maybe a dual line of beacons. I'll probably flatten out the ground, make it so there's no little holes for stuff to fall into. you know, like fill in these chasms right here, just so that our Falcors can pick up everything. And then with that, we're going to need to, once they deposit it, have kind of like a mirrored, we're going to need to mirror this setup, at least with the filters. We're going to need to mirror it so that it all comes into a storage area that we have here in the center, because the, what are they? These things right here. Because we are going to need, okay, if I can ever land. Okay, there we go. We are going to need the pristine stingers for some of the missiles. And on top of that, we're going to need to charge up some of the warheads with just straight power. So there is a little bit of space. It's not 3 wide, so I can't exactly put a turbine in here. But we could, you know, we're gonna be kind of transmitting fuel from right here. I made this little cutout, right? So in this matter mover, there is a whole hopper that's just, if I could cut, come on. A whole hopper right here that needs power, but it's got high energy composite fuel, right? So if we could get that, you know, through here and into our keep somewhere, or, you know, get rid of this wall. Maybe I'll build one of the final towers just so I can build the wall and figure out where exactly everything's going to be. Or, you know, another option is I can move this and have it go underground. But we're going to need to bring fuel to the keep. We're going to need to bring pristine stingers to the keep. And a lot of that has to do, I mean, I don't know. I could use logistics Falcors maybe. Oh, we're getting like some lag while things are loading. I might be able to use logistics Falcors to bring things over. I just don't know if that'd be fast enough. But maybe I can get enough volume that it might work. So I'm kind of rambling at this point. So next episode, aim for missiles. For sure, we're going to do the Falcors. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for sticking around for this episode. I hope you like how I did the time lapse. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you like the music is Harris Heller's Stream Beats playlist that he just released. I'll put links to everything in the description for that stuff. So if you guys are interested, check that out. 100% royalty-free music that you can use in your streams and your YouTube videos, whatever. So I'll put those links down below. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next one.